Hello!
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Today we're in our front garden. This is a part of the garden we've had plans for a long time, but it always goes on the back burner just because we have a house to build.
2.5 years, in fact, since we started work on the first garden bed, which has gone so well since we built it. We've always had plans to do this, but of course, prioritising the house is definitely, comes first. We've had these plans sitting for a really long time to do this second garden bed. Our first one went so well, and everything, as you've probably seen on our socials, the garden's just going absolutely amazingly.
Tomatoes
so great.
for days.
Summer has really kicked off this time.
It's been probably just under a year since we built our curved pergola. And we've been planning on doing this part of the garden for a while, but we just have to prioritise the house. But we're currently just waiting for our plumber to come. So next week our plumber comes, so we're kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern on the back, which gives us the perfect opportunity to get stuck into the front. And the other reason we really have to is we have a whole lot of soil we have to move away from the foundation of the house.
That's right, yeah. So much of that soil had to get pulled away from our new subfloor. The house levels were just so high around the whole house that we really had to dig a lot out. So the best place to put it is in another garden bed. So this solves quite a few issues for us, which is great.
So it comes at a good time. It's also a lovely long weekend here in Melbourne. The sun is shining, so what a great opportunity to get outside.
That's it. So let's get weeding and let's start putting some stumps in the ground.
I'm just going to try it. I was like, I'll take it.
Okay.
It's very autumnal weather, and it just makes me feel like potatoes and roast pumpkin and beans and a gravy
Cheese.
in front of the fire.
You know, I know you know that.
I look forward to it every year. We're so far off them still. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Waiting for the truck. So we've done a little bit of set out here with some marking spray and figured out our new little shape, which should work out pretty well. It's a little bit tighter than what we've got over on this nice big bed over there. Essentially it's the same shape, just a little bit smaller. So worked out about 4 stumps is probably going to be enough to concrete in and give our curves some nice rigidity and hopefully hold all that soil back. Try and squeeze them in the back there.
Yeah? Find prostrated raspberry. I mean, prostate rosemary.
Prostrated raspberry.
Prostrate.
Do you mind explaining that one to me? I'm new to gardening. I don't quite understand what a prostrated raspberry is.
I meant prostrated prostrated rosemary. Prostate?
Prostrate.
Prostrate rosemary. Just leave it there.
just as I was starting to screw the rails on this planter box, I had a ghastly revelation. And it looked like, and I was hoping it wasn't true, but it was, that I had set the heights up incorrect. So when I had set the laser up, what I'd done is just marked it, the laser height, as opposed to minusing the height of the laser off of the actual planted bed. So I set it up to the laser line, which was about 110 mil too high. So sitting there having lunch, being like, I finally got that railed together, and just thought, oh my gosh, it's too high. So anyway, I've cut the top of this one down, which is great because I can use the offcut down on the plinth board here. So this is form ply. It's super waterproof. It's marine glue laminate for the plywood, but it's also nice black face, so it's going to keep the fence nice and protected. But also this isn't going to rot out over time. So I'm just going to put that offcut underneath, and then behind me I just finished the cut there. So I'll be able to pull all that off in a second and hopefully reset up all my checkouts in my posts and then try the rail again.
Feelings, Brad?
So much pain. And suffering.
Pain and suffering. But
The things we do for curves.
yeah, can you ever build a curve without pain and suffering?
No, there's no such thing as building curves without pain and suffering. They're hand in hand. The hard part now, I've got to get the curves right. Top curve's got to now meet the bottom curve.
Oh boy, gee, it's never easy, is it?
Never easy. Never easy. It has been another hot day today. We had a little bit of a late start because it was so warm. It just sometimes it's just too hot to work in the sun. It's not even worth it. But anyway, we waited a little bit for the afternoon for it to cool down a little bit. And I have, as you can see here, just cut some of the cement sheet inside the planter bed here. So it's just standard 4.5 mil cement sheet. It's nothing fancy, but it's super durable. And you can sort of see it lined in the middle there. It works really great for garden beds and holds a lot of moisture and won't deteriorate for a really, really long time. So in our opinion, it's nice and easy to install, and it's really nice and strong too, which is great. But now, of course, we're ready to start filling it up. So we've got all these awful, oh my gosh, these you see here, all of these volcanic rocks are just ambulance. Fire trucks. Now we're at the point where it gets to fill the garden beds, which is really exciting because we've got so much soil and stuff to throw in here, which is awesome. Speaking of, all of this awful cardboard that we've been storing for, like, I feel like our entire lives, and also the volcanic rock too. So that's going to be really important to help build up the bottom of the bed, provide drainage, but also hold and keep all the cardboard down, which is going to stop weeds from coming through. Just such a great way to reuse cardboard. Save it going in recycling, and it's a really great way to reuse materials and stop weeds from coming through without using a weed mat, which can sometimes be just awful and terrible to put in. So let's get some cardboard down.
So beautiful.
So cute.
Hi everyone.
Right.
We're back from a weekend away. And we're ready. We just want to fill this up. We just want to get some things done.
Yeah, it's been lingering on for a little while. We've probably started
Too
this
long.
project like 2 weeks ago, and it's just looked like that for about 2 weeks.
You're renovating.
So-
you will feel that.
You'll know what it's like to
Feel
never
that.
ever finish any
Finish it.
project you've ever started.
It's looking pretty good. The wave is in. Brad's got a lot done on the structure of it. So we're gonna move some soil from the side of our house. We have to move it anyway. We live close to the beach, so it is practically just sand.
All sand. 100% sand.
100%
No
sand.
soil.
But to be honest, we grow everything in it, and everything grows perfectly fine. So it's not a problem for us.
Bit of
We
compost.
use our own compost and enrich the soil. Anyway, that could be in a separate video if you have questions. But we're gonna fill it up with the sand. And we just want to get it filled up. We've given ourselves an hour just to get it done. Let's just get it filled up.
That's
I've
it.
got compost and topsoil, or is it compost and manure? Compost and manure to put on the top. So we'll be growing our veggies straight into rich, delicious soil. But that's what we're planning on doing today.
That's it. So before it, gets too hot,
Yeah,
it's already
pretty
really
hot.
hot at the moment. We're just gonna get stuck into it.
Yeah.
Sweat it out.
Sitting at 32 degrees Celsius. So it's fairly warm. It's not too bad, but it's just warm.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's get into it.
let's get to it.
Okay.
Put it out. This is the olive
Where are you putting it?
that we rescued. Pretty much where this piece of wood is.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the soil's gonna hold it before it anyway.
Yeah. Cool. You are going to need to separate some of the roots at the bottom with me.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll lay it over.
I don't think it needs to be dug all that much. Alright, let me take a little bit out.
Oh, then maybe it doesn't. Yeah.
I'll just move a little bit around because we'll add in more in a minute anyway.
Yeah.
Excellent. This is the bee's knees right here. Do we need to tickle her roots?
Oh yeah.
Because she's so pot bound. Come on, little thing. We've got to try and wiggle them out so that they're free again. This is our rescue olive that we got off Facebook Marketplace. The people just did not want them. They're so pot bound, and we planted one over there and it's just come good. We've got to give it a good hack, but they do come good. Yay! It looks green too.
It's cute. It's nice to have some immediate height.
You like?
Yeah.
Roots probably haven't had a good soak in a while.
No.
Brad, what are you doing? I mean, you can see
Sorry.
the microphone. What are you doing?
Hello, good morning. Welcome to our channel. This morning. Yeah. Hang on. That's the stuff. So it took us a few weeks. We were trying to find set lengths for all of our Blackbutt here, but they just don't really do it often enough anymore. It's really expensive too. If you want to do big nice fences, it's definitely worthwhile. But for this type of length, for 600s, it was perfect. So we ended up just buying standard random lengths and actually getting them to supply us the size without too much wastage, which was great. So we got about 30 meters and we only had about a meter worth of wastage, which was pretty perfect in my opinion. So we finally have pre-drilled absolutely everything. So all the holes have been marked out, pre-drilled, bird them as well. So they've got a countersink hole that's perfectly set up for a screw. So, and now it's really just a matter of screwing them on, packing them up, leveling them off, and getting them on. So.
Spot.
Tight. Could you pass me that drill, please?
Yes, I can pass you this drill.
Who put this bloody stack of pavers here?
Pavers that are yet to be laid. Last one. Caterpillar issues for days. Oh look, there's one. Can you get rid of that one? And here we have our finished plaid race garden bed.
All but the top. We still have to try and figure out how the hell to finish the top because bending hardwood's not easy, but not too sure what sort of alternative product that we can probably put on top to help finish the curve off and the top edges, sorry.
This bit here.
So
if you have any ideas, you just let us know.
and please do. Open ideas.
We are yet to figure that out, but it's mostly finished. The cladding looks beautiful. It really sits well in the yard with the other one.
Just rolling around underneath here.
So we've planted broccolis, onions, garlics in the bed, and there's an olive tree so far, and they just look so good. Sorry, he's really distracting me. They look so good, and it's just great to have another garden bed up and running.
Yeah, absolutely. You have so much more space now. You're really, I mean, like the other one's a really massive bed, but you were just looking for more space to plant things.
Because you can never have too much garden. That's why.
You really can't.
But thank you for joining us. We're actually getting close to finishing the front yard. We were just saying we only have, in terms of large projects, we still need to pave.
This monstrosity.
It's not actually in the frame, but there's a huge stack of tiles, which you probably see as we garden. So we're still yet to tile, and we've got a few more garden beds to build. But we're actually getting to a point where we would consider this space sort of finished with the main structural areas. So that's actually exciting. We haven't finished a space yet in this house, so that's really fun.
Yeah, it's a lot to do out here, and it's very close though. We're slowly starting to get it to a spot where we're really happy with it.
Yeah, so thanks for joining, and we'll see you in the next one.
So yeah.